everyone, and welcome back to the World War II trading card game. It's Terry. I'm on holiday this weekend, so I figured I didn't have much time to edit, so I figured I need something quick. And it's not World of Warships today, I'm very sorry. If you were expecting World of Warships, I'm gonna have to ask you to wait for next week because I'll be back on Sunday night, so starting Monday, we'll be back to the original schedule. So today, we'll have another episode of trading cards. Today we'll be looking at one of my decks that is very different from the one that we've looked at last time. Last time we had the American Air do as much damage as quickly as possible, shock and awe death from above deck. Today, we're looking at a deck that is composed of Soviet and Japanese units. And this deck has a specific purpose. But let me run you through first, and I'll show you what cards I have in it. So the Soviet cards and the Japanese cards are very defensive, and you'll see why. So we'll start off with the highest ranking cards. This is an elite card, very good at destroying armored units, and very cheap to promote, and does damage to other armored cards. This is a sniper card. And the sniper ability in this game means that the card shoots first. If you've played Magic, this is the first strike ability. So if this card has more attack power than the opposing card has defensive power or health, then it'll destroy it without taking any damage. This is extremely powerful in a defensive setup. And this is a theme that goes all the way through. I've got a card here that just destroys an enemy rank 1 card in combat, and that upgrades through the tiers. So if I've got this fully upgraded, and it's very cheap to upgrade, it'll just destroy an enemy rank 3 card regardless of its health when it attacks. I've got the T-34 in here, which actually prevents other cards from attacking, which is very good at slowing things down. We've got more snipers, just regular ones. I have got some artillery in here with shock effects, which means it'll continuously it'll deal extra damage to enemy cards in the same lane, and it can fire from the support lane. I've got some Katyushas in here, the one and only Katyusha, doing the same thing. I have got an anti-air tank in here, which also again has the sniper ability. And I have got a couple of very useful things in here, like the Japanese medics. So these will actually heal up to 8 points to all friendly cards. So these are very, very powerful when it comes to, well, making sure your cards don't die. I've got some equipment. So there's a Japanese legendary card which just restores a card's health back at the end of the turn. I have got some medals, mostly for the Soviet units, because I only have, I think, one Japanese unit in here. I have got an infantry equipment to actually give the sniper ability to infantry. I've got some tank equipment to give the sniper ability to tanks. I've got some capability to do shock effect damage over time. I've got extra Katyushas to attach to things, which just deals damage to all enemy infantry cards. Some anti-tank setup. The capability for tanks to actually move around, which is quite useful, because you might have to support more than one lane with them. I've got a very useful card in here which heals your health. This can be super important when it comes to survival scenarios, and this is where this deck comes into play. I've got the propaganda card, which is extremely powerful because for a cost of 1, it allows you to upgrade a rank 2 Soviet card to rank 3, and usually these upgrades cost 2 supply points. And lastly, I've got a card here to increase increase attack and decrease hit points, because most Soviet units are very defensive, so this can be quite useful. So in which scenario are you going to need this deck? Well, let me show you. There are battle scenarios in this game that actually, as a winning condition, require you to not kill the enemy soldier. If we kill the enemy player, we lose. So we have to destroy units without killing the enemy player. And the only way to do that is either to throw a lot of units out ourselves, or to create these powerful first strike, first shot units, which are capable of, well, surviving and just continuously taking out enemies. So let me show you how this plays. So you see, we have 8 turns to do this, and we have to kill 14 units. So we almost have to kill 2 units per turn. Now, ideally, we want to start out with some snipers, and we already have a sniper unit here. I'm just going to get the anti-armor unit, anti-armor infantry out here as well, and I'm just going to promote this sniper here, and then we'll give it a go. Fortunately, the opponent has 4 points, and you see he's playing a very similar deck. So at this point, let's see what we have. We're probably just going to upgrade this one. This is going to do 4 points of damage to enemy armor, which is going to take out the one in the middle. They don't have first strike or the sniper capability, but we are going to put our healers in and give them the instant full health after end of turn capability, so they should survive this one as well. So you see, the middle one actually does damage, and we have to be careful not to do too much damage. Okay, so the enemy actually destroyed our card, but that's okay, we can deal with this. Probably, okay, this one needs upgrading, so we only have that takes care of these 2. Problem is, now we're actually doing damage, and we still need to block out the snipers over there, so we're probably just going to prevent them from attacking and wait for 1 turn so we can further upgrade this card. So again, we're doing damage where we don't really want to do damage. We have to watch out that we're not killing the enemy player. Fortunately, if they don't have units around, they're usually going out rather quickly. Okay, so now it gets more interesting. We are going to need to kill the sniper in the middle, and we need to do 9 points of damage. Now, if both units have the sniper ability, they are not really going to... well, that cancels it out, basically. So we could get up to 9, and that'll take care of that. Then we're going to put our medics out, and probably just upgrade them at this point, so they can heal back any damage that we're going to take. We're just going to sacrifice the tank that came up in the front, because that should be enough for in the next turn to have these 2 units kill each other. Almost. Snipers actually took the first shot, so they survived. But now we can attach the sniper capability to this card, which means it's going to take out the other one without taking damage. And we have got to hurry up a little bit, because we only have 5 cards killed. We need 9 more. We only have 4 turns left. So let's get the medics upgraded. Okay, that takes care of the enemy snipers. And again, we're doing too much damage here. We need the enemy player to put out more units. Okay, we've lost our medics there, which was unfortunate, because he does not have the sniper capability, which we can change here. So now he does, and he's not going to do enough damage to the enemy card because it's got 10 health and a 2 defense. So this is a little unfortunate because we can't give the medal to them. We might actually end up, that's going to cancel each other out. We don't want to upgrade them too much. We're just going to end up healing a little bit of our health back. Okay, 4 more cards. Okay, this is unfortunate that she's only playing 2 cards, but we can deal with that. Okay, and at this point, we don't really want to upgrade the cards any further. The 10 attack is by far enough, because otherwise we risk doing too much damage and actually by accident killing the enemy player. So at this point, we really just probably want to, well, not do much. Let's put one of the artillery out here and just upgrade, just promote them, just to make use of the points. So we don't want to do too much damage. We still got another turn. We need 2 cards to be killed. And that should be possible, because it's our last turn. We need 2 cards to be killed. There are 2 cards out there. Now, we got to be careful. So the snipers in the center do 9 damage. The enemy card has 10 health. So this needs to do more damage. Also, the card at the left here, the guardsmen, they do 10 damage, but the opposing card has armor, so it reduces the damage by 2. So they'll only do 8 damage, which isn't enough to kill them. So we need to get them up to 12 at least. And since we can't upgrade them any further, we're going to have to give them an item card. The only item card we can give them, because they're infantry, we can't give them the superior optics because that's for tanks. We can't give them the torsion bar suspension because again that's for tanks. What we can do is we can give them the NKVD equipment, and that gets them up to 13. That's enough to kill these. Now the sniper in the center is going to do 9 damage. That's not enough to kill the tank over there, which has 10 health. But we still have 2 points left, so we can promote him once more, which gets it up to 13. And the other ones are going to do 15 damage, which isn't enough to kill him. So this should be just about enough. Shot, done, 14. Haven't killed him, last turn. And they've got 1 more turn. They kill something, that's fine. They do a little bit more damage against us, that's fine. And in our turn, we've got a victory. And we get 3 stars because we have enough health. Or we haven't lost any health. We haven't lost much health, so we still get the full 3 stars for this. So, that's actually a really, really tricky setup, and I really enjoy these missions because it's not just about killing the other player as quickly as possible, but it's about being smart. And as you can see, it often really, really comes down to the wire in the last turn, that you have to find the balance not to do too much damage, but just enough damage to fulfill the mission objective. So these are fun missions, and that's why I have this specialized deck for these kind of scenarios. That's it for today. I hope you're not all too salty about not getting World of Warships. I promise we get a lot of World of Warships again next week when I'm back to regular schedule. For now, have a good weekend, everybody, and I'll see you next time. See ya, bye.